So we've got a special treat this morning. We're going to get the grand tour of my dad's garden. It is the work of many seasons of culling and pruning.
The state is called Colorado, place of the Magnolia. We survived Sandy. If anything, the flooding that went on during Superstorm Sandy left different nutrients and seeds. It's just been a treasure trove of great planting. Pinning down one of our perennial evergreens is the laurel. Mountain laurel is flowering now, and this one's growth is a little stunted because of its location. And the windsock, I have to get up a little straighter, but the windsock is supplemented by natural weather station. It gives me the wind direction from the indoor monitor. But if I don't have my glasses on, I just look outside and see which way the windsock's leaning. The grape arbor, every year I say the same thing, it's dead, it'll never come back. And we see that it's starting to bloom already, and by October, it stretches out triple the size of what it is now. We've only had grapes 1 year. They come out in plenty, but unfortunately they dry up or the squirrels get to it. This corner is the evergreen perennials, trying to get the rhododendrons, the acuba, the umbrella pine, the camellia, euonymus. But as we get closer to the pond, I like the ferns, the hops, and I'll have a row of canna lilies to make it look a little more tropical. Unfortunately, it looks like there's only remaining 3 fish out of the 14 we had even at the end of the winter. They disappeared for one reason or the other, so I have to go to the pet store and get more fish. The only thing I have planted are beets, broccoli, which you can put up with the chill we're still having, Siberian tomatoes. They've been out there a couple weeks, but this is all seeded with beans, peas, and I'll have the tomato plants here. Put in some herbs. The yew tree is long gone, but it's sort of haven of birdhouses, nests, lanterns. The only thing standing after Sandy, I put in my totem pole, and I'll let it live out its natural life there. The rabbit is buried here, and we have plants. I don't know if they're weeds or what they are, but if they're not weeds, we're going to have a bumper crop. If they are weeds, then gotta go back to plan B. I have no idea what it is. Beach roses, the butterfly bush, deer tongue, Rose of Sharon, and Montauk daisies just keep growing and growing. This is a catnip for rabbits. Rabbits love lettuce because
What is that one that looks like a...
live forever. I don't know what the proper name is. But this is my concern though, Cal. If this is a weed, I got problems. I'm not sure what it is.
There's just too much of it.
But you know what I think it is? Yeah, it's too much. If this is what was growing here, and this is in its early stages, it's actually an attractive bush. It's a natural Long Island native. There may be a little too much of it happening, but they're easy to pull out. But as you can see, it's like really wildly all over the place. The reason being its seeds are like fluffy and they float.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of attractive. I don't know what to name it. It's a low rolling vine. And that puts up to all sorts of conditions. I'm waiting for the ivy to really climb. All I get is that crappy bushes climb. Plenty of them once it gets warmer. Now we know the magnolia tree doesn't like competition. So whether this is a desirable plant or not, it just shouldn't be here. If anything, I want the magnolia tree to be seen. And then behind the bulbs, I'll put the canna lilies.
I like the tulips.
Yeah, they're early risers, and they've been hanging in there for a while.
This one smells real nice. That's the butterfly bush?
No, lilac. And these are kind of ground cover. They'll be pretty. I'm trying to make this mostly ground cover, perennial annuals, bulbs, and canna lilies. We have the last of the two conifers here, two Leland cypress. The magnolia, which I thought was dead after Sandy, replanted here, is making its comeback. Weeping cherry, and another laurel. And that's the garden. Next time you're here, if it's between now and October, you'll see canna lilies galore.